Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today, I will be reading A Todoroki Extruder by Todoroki on Tumblr. So let's get into it. It was an important day for Ryan. She was well aware of the big step Todoroki had decided to take in their relationship. And while she was indeed happy, since right now it was clear as water how serious Todoroki took the relationship, it still made her nervous. To a degree, meeting the parents of her special someone was always a nerve-wracking situation, and it's always been their relationship with a true compromise. Still, this was an extraordinary situation. Meeting Shoto's mother meant not only compromise, but the immense trust he was giving to her. First, it had taken him time to finally open up about his scar and the horrific story behind it. It had happened in a quiet night when the both of you had been left alone in the dorms. What had started as a night to watch movies and have some quality time together had finished with the both of them aimlessly looking at the ceiling as each one of their secrets spread out of their mouths as if they were fire, and none of you could keep inside their trust anymore. It had been a genuine surprise for Todoroki to realize how easy it was to open up to her. The day after, he could not help but replaying everything in his mind. That day, he had learned so much about Mayan. She had trusted him just as much as he had trusted her, and after a couple of days, it was visible to only them how their relationship had changed, evolved. They both then knew the new closest between them, not much as a physical one, but more of a new strong bond forming. Neither of them had realized there still existed walls between them until they had finally wrecked them down. It still took him a couple of months after that to finally invite her to meet his mother. He felt ready now. He had talked to his mother about Mayan, and she had the sweetest smile at him, so happy for him for finding love. And she even complimented what she called his new soft smile. It had been so different in comparison to what had happened when his father found out. And the boy was back and searching her name, glad to see she at least was not the daughter of some nobodies. Shoto knew his father well, not to be surprised by that. Still, it was not exactly what he had in mind. And as they made their way down to the hospital hallways, Shoto kept her hand held tight. He could feel her own hand squeezing his nervously, and he had quickly picked up on the fact that she was restless about the encounter. He turned his head to her, gently smiling. "It'll be okay. She's nothing like my dad." She nodded at this and tried to give him a reassuring smile, but her limbs trembled as she did. She couldn't help it. Shoto only squeezed her hand tighter. He remembered the first time he went to see his mother after so many years, how shy and insecure he was. He had told his mother beforehand about the visit, making sure it was okay with her as well, and her answer almost brought Shoto to tears. She said she would gladly meet her, that she was even excited to be part of his life, even inside those small hospital walls. Shoto opened the door of the room with a sweet hello that he directed to his mother. She looked at him and smiled back just as sweetly. Ryan peeked from behind her boyfriend, and she felt her face grow warmer. She could immediately see the resemblance, not only in the color scheme they shared, but in their facial features and their roundness and softness of his face. Shoto had more of his mother than his dad, and not only physically speaking. The kindness they both held in their gaze was the same. Shoto proceeded to introduce her, and she formally bowed. A soft laugh reached her ears, and she looked up, finding Shoto's mother smiling at her. "No need to be so formal," she said, and from the corner of her eyes, she spotted Shoto already getting to church for them. The rest of the evening went smoothly. Just like Shoto had said, she was nothing like his father at all. She remembered the first time she met Endeavor. It was all about her parents, her own quirk, and her overall performance. It had felt cold, and instead, with Shoto's mother, she felt welcomed. She was an overwhelmingly warm person. She found it funny inside her head. The personalities of Shoto's parents were the contrary of their own quirks. She then started asking my aunt all about her and their relationship with Shoto. Soon they found themselves having a pleasant conversation, and before they realized, visiting hours were over. See, it went good. Shoto told my aunt as soon as they were out of the hospital. She's very sweet. And he stared at his girlfriend for a few seconds before a shy smile appeared on his face. Yeah, she is. And my aunt should have been convinced back then that she had made a good impression. But she was not feeling so certain. Her nerves got the best of her even after meeting Shoto's mother. Nothing had changed between them, and at least that was a good sign. Still, she did not dare to ask about it. She was afraid of the answer. It was not until 2 weeks after that Shoto had brought it up while they were enjoying their Sunday together. She was blowing off her own, while he was already digging in his cold soba. My mother asked about you yesterday when I went to see her. He said out of the blue, and she froze in her place, expecting him to continue. He raised his eyes to meet hers. She wanted to know when you were going to see her again. She really liked you. He finished with a soft grin, and she almost gasped out of surprise. Her insides were suddenly bubbling, and the excitement overtook her. Any day, I would love to go and see her again. Shoto didn't say it out loud, but he was just as excited as her. The way her mother had asked him about his girlfriend, sheer joy in her features, was priceless. He felt happy about his girlfriend, about his whole relationship. He already loved her, but now she was feeling more like family, even closer to him, and that made him unbelievably happy.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.